Hello guys, how is your day and how did your day go? My time is 18:43, so I had so much on my table to clean up, so I had to do these lectures very late. Is your friend again, your coach, your instructor Paul Clement. Uh, as we earlier discussed on previous lectures, uh, we are we are on variables, data type, on operators. Uh, I know that last time I did not have the time and I did not take the time to really explain the variables, the data type, and the operators. We have been making use of each of these individual section words interchangeably without knowing that we have been using them. Now I will quickly talk about Boolean before I will discuss about the operators. There is one data type which is Boolean. We have Boolean, we have byte, and we have float. We have there are series of them. There are about 8 or 9 primitive data types, but I will not go into all of that because the more we move forward, and I expect you also to read documentation on the data types and operators and assignment variables, whereby you have an in-depth of these things. The teacher is only going to give you 20% of the entire knowledge you are going to grab, but the 80% is your personal research and job you have to do. Okay, let me jump quickly into it, but before I jump into it, I will review. I'll still leave this code the way it is. I'll just run it. And then I will add to it. Okay, while we wait for it to run, and let's see what our previous answer was. Okay, our total was 57.509999, whatever, what else. Okay, right now we are going to add 2 data type to it. Okay, let's add 1 data type to it, which is the Boolean. So I'm going to say I'll say can I comment this out? Let's just discuss what the Boolean is. Okay, let's just comment all of this out. Okay, now if you look at the top part of your screen, there's something like this, that the comment. This is for single line comment, but it's going to comment the entire thing off, just like this. The entire thing is on comment now. It can no longer function. Java has supports 2 types of comment: single line comment and multi-line comment. This is the single line comment, and then and at the start of this course, the multi-line comment is / star. Where's my star? And then you end it, and that is a multi-line comment. So anything you type in between this place, it's not going to run. Java is going to skip it. So let's just put that into your memories while I move into what we wanted to do. So let's talk about Boolean. So Boolean, you start with the keyword Boolean. Once you press your control space, it will give you the code completion. So you press enter, just say Boolean, let's say Boolean B equals to okay, Boolean holds only 2 words, true or false. So we are going to say Boolean B equals to, let's say, true, and then we'll close a line. Boolean are mostly used on conditional statements for testing. Testing if a variable is true, or a syntax or a code block equals to true or false, or if a condition is met, that is where you use Boolean. And then okay, let's just try something. Let's just say boolean equals to, you see there's no error right now. Let's say it equals to this. You see it just gave me an error. And then if you check here, cannot find variable type true. Not actually true, like, but like true. And then if I put something else, let me say boy, is also going to tell me cannot find variable type declaration class. My Java app does the simplest declaration into the argument. So if I click this, it's just going to tell me create a variable boy, because boolean do not hold any other word apart from true or false. If you do your space, it's going to tell you true or false. So I'll pick true. Okay, now let's create a condition out of the previous work we did, and let's make use of the true or false. So I'll highlight it again, and then I'll use the next one to uncomment all of them, so they are all out. So right now we are going to say, okay, before I use this guy to create a condition, a conditional statement, let me explain what operators is. Right now we made use of equals to sign here. We made use of equals to sign here. This is an operator. This is also an operator. This is also an operator. Any assignment that either equals to multiplication, division, they are all operators. They are the functional part of the program. They create the conditions. So they create the condition of your entire code. The Java make use of the standard mathematical syntax, the normal plus, the normal minus, the normal division, the sum, and every other variable in which, you know, if you want to check percentage, you use the percentage sign on your keyboard too, and it's going to give you the percentage. If you want to do division, you do use the forward slash sign, and it's going to give that to you. And if you want to do multiplication, you put the star, double star, and it gives you your square. Double star 2, like square root of 2, square root of 3. But I won't be going into that. I'm going to show you a quick way. Let's create another variable here. Let's make this variable double. Let's say, let me create it here. Let me take this guy down. Let me create some space. Let's just make this guy a double. I don't want to start casting so that it won't convince you. If not, I would have just cast the total to the check guy. So what I want to do here, what I want to show you here is a condition whereby you can keep adding so let's say it equals to 0. They say it might not be initialized, so let me initialize it. Now on every time we go through this, total is going to be added. Increasing. So as you can see, our check is total is 345 point this. Now what actually happened is the check was added, the multiplication was added to the check, and then at the total point was also added. So it did not subtract it, it just added it to it. So let's do something else where this is always very much useful is when you are running conditional loop and then you are dealing with calculations and then you want to withdraw from account and then add to the account, or you can also do minus equals or plus equals or equals. Either which way, the more we move forward, the more you will understand all of this. So for the meantime, if I want to use this Boolean now, I'm really going to. But before then, let me output check at total. So let's go through the entire system. So if you add 57.55 days to 2 point this, is going to give you your final answer. So that is it for data type and variables. I will really love if you go through your courses and then see what you can do for yourself, and then have yourself going with every other discussion, and go through every other data types. See, just play around all of these things, and then, well, I'm going to just drop you with a quick lesson to, like, a practice to work on. So this is going to be it. So if you have any problem working on hold 16, another to hold true and false. Now multiply the 5 with 11 after dividing, after div after divide the answer by 6, and then what should you do? Just check if the I've not gone into that. Let me see our next topic. uh, Expression, statement, code block. Okay, okay. And then output answers out there. We'll look at it together. Thank you.